Welcome back to the Kraken Cans Cast. The only show where we pop open cold ones
Here's me lightly, it's full.
and dive into the weird,
How many lizards can you fit in your butt?
the haunted,
Ripping your hair out in the freaking road.
and the straight up cursed.
A shadow appeared on the wall.
Crackheads, welcome back to another episode of the Kraken Cans Podcast. The podcast where we crack open a cold one and dive into the weird, the haunted, and the straight up cursed. I am one half of the Kraken Cans duo, BK Corey with a E, sitting here with little Mike and his big
C?
C.
Oh, no. No. M-I-C. That's
M-I-C.
it. That's it.
And we're back for another special. This is a very special episode because
oh, man, I am so excited.
I don't even have a clue of what the topic's on. You know, usually I say that, and usually I have a general idea. Well, tonight, folks, I get down to the studio, and there's a present sitting here for me.
Yep.
And that's the only clue that I got.
Yep, you got a present. I think once you open the present and you see what's inside, you might have an idea of what's going on.
I'm hoping there's beer in here.
There might be beer in there. There could be water. I had one packaged. See, I had one with beer in it. I had one with water in it for my other podcast, Cryptids and Aqua.
Oh, yeah.
So with that one, we dive into a different cryptid every week, and we pair it with a different bottle of water.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Minerals and stuff. A little bit of water tastes a little bit different.
A little Aquafina.
Yeah, a little I did Aquafina with Loch Ness on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do that with my other host.
Some mineral water.
No, absolutely not. You fucking insane. Mineral water. Well, do you care to make any guesses? Or you just want to get into your present.
I just want to get in my present.
All right, get into your present, man. Let's do some unwrapping.
We're gonna unwrap this son of a bitch.
I mean, don't let the box get you excited. You're not getting New Balance.
Dude, I need a new pair.
I got them.
Dude, I need the white ones though.
Yeah,
I need like what are they?
Dad.
$14.95s, I think.
I don't know. Is that the price or the number?
The number, the model, something like that, or 1905s. I don't know.
All right.
That'll lay there. Oh, yeah, something out. Oh, the big G.
It's a big G.
No.
It's happening.
No way. No. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Son of a baconator. He's freaking doing it.
Freaking right.
He's doing it. Oh, we got M in here now.
That's right. We are doing the Men in Black.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I bet you thought I couldn't read.
yeah.
Turns out I didn't. I just never read the book. I still did the episode, though. But still. Yeah, I've had this one planned for like a month out that I was doing the Men in Black. I was surprising it with you for a Christmas surprise for Corey. I've only been talking about it since
We started this thing.
Yeah, this was originally supposed to be like episode 4 to 6, somewhere in there. Dude, I've been sitting over here with my neck slightly scrunched up so you couldn't see my collared shirt, my Men in Black gear. That's because I'm a legitimate. And I want to thank big-headed Corey that I work with. Dude, this is a zipper tie. Look at it.
Ooh.
There's just a zipper in it.
Reminds me of Tommy Boy.
It does. This is awesome. I'm going to get one of these. Zipper. We're going to have Kraken zipper ties.
Ooh.
This fall next year.
This fall next year, yeah.
And also, so I bought this coat at the Salvation Army. This is an old guy coat. It smells like an old guy coat. I kind of like it.
Did you just buy it?
Yeah.
Like for this?
Monday, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Dude, I tried on like so many. Speaking of Tommy Boy, there's so many where it's like fat guy in a little coat.
Yeah.
And I tried one on, and I thought I was going to have somebody help me get it off. I got both arms in. It's like, oh, no. They're just like, they were stuck. And I got my bum shoulder and stuff. That doesn't help matters at all either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to extremes this episode to keep this episode secret from you. I went to a different Google Drive because I didn't want you to know.
That. I wasn't
what was
peeking.
coming.
I wasn't peeking, but when I was doing my stuff, I was like,
Yeah.
I see what's like at the top and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, oh, he must have his next episode somewhere secret.
Yes, I did. I didn't want, because if there's gifts there, you're going to want to peek.
I'm not a peeker.
I'm not either.
No.
Hell yeah.
I'm not a peeker.
Dude,
Never
I'm
been.
team no peek forever.
Never been a peeker.
Why would you want to peek?
No, I like the surprise.
You're freaking right.
Yeah, that's why I'm a grower.
Yes. And that's why I show.
The grow.
The grow. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
Oh, man. And we're going to get into this beer. So I bought 2 4-packs. 1 4-pack's already gone. I drank that.
Oh, yeah.
This,
I had one of these in the fridge that the last one I had, I drank like a week ago.
yeah, I mean, you got those for episode 4 when we were supposed to do.
Yeah, so they're a little outdated, but it was still a good beer.
This might be this is top 5 for me. I freaking love it.
It's good.
I love it a lot.
Tired Hands, baby.
Tired Hands. So if you don't know where Tired Hands, they're in Philadelphia region, I guess. And I pulled this from their website. At Tired Hands, we specialize in brewing innovative American ales and Belgium-inspired saisons with bold, one-of-a-kind flavors you won't find anywhere else. Our commitment to craft beer excellence starts with using the best ingredients and continues with our skilled brew team dedicated to producing high-quality beers. From hoppy American IPAs to milkshake IPAs, which you said you had the eggnog IPA,
Dude,
yeah?
that was probably... I would say that's probably top 10 beers I've ever had.
I talked to my father-in-law, and he said he heard good things. They have like a apple cider one too, I think. You'd have that one or no?
No.
Okay, I didn't know if you tried that.
Well, they had this. I don't know if that's. I tried another one there where it was like this monster like peeking through the. It kind of looked like it was like in the forest, and you see like the eyes of the monster. I can't remember what the beer was called.
I don't think that's the can
yeah,
that I saw.
That was a newer one that just came out.
They also have a double of this too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, is it the green can or purple can?
Yeah, it's like the same can, but it's like green purpley instead of the white. Yeah, this was the double. I thought I'd get the double when I do Men in Black Part 2.
Hell yeah.
So, but from hoppy American IPAs to milkshake IPAs to complex farmhouse styles, Tired Hand delivers a unique craft beer experience that prioritizes flavor, freshness, and brewing techniques. And this one feels like it was brewed by something not entirely from this earth. Alien Church is a 7.5% oat-heavy IPA with a silky cloud soft body and a hop bill that got hit hard, both in the kettle and in the dry hop, with some of the best American hops out there. The aroma pops off out of the can: bright mandarin, floral lichen, a creamy peach, push pop vibe, and a little hit of a funky guava that keeps things wild. I keep guava in the bedroom to keep stuff wild.
I keep it in the bathroom.
That's all right.
Yeah, just in case you need a little extra like motivation to get things out, it helps.
Guava.
Yeah, I don't know how it helps. It helps.
Guava. Whoa. It's vibrant, it's lively, and it's borderline cosmic, much like Corey's bathroom.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the beer in general, not just the guava. But yeah, if there's one beer that feels like it could convert you to the Church of Hops, this is absolutely it. And Corey, for my comparison, I am doing a comparison through contradiction. Because you see, the Men in Black are all about shutting down anything extraterrestrial, covering it up, erasing memories, and making sure nobody asks too many questions. This whole vibe is secrecy, silence, and sterilizing the weird. Alien Church, on the other hand, sounds like the exact opposite. A place where all the strange, cosmic, and otherworldly stuff is not only welcomed, but it's worshipped. Instead of suppressing the unknown, Alien Church feels like it invites you to step right into it, take a sip, open your mind, and embrace the extraterrestrial. So we got a little fun contradiction on our hands.
I love it.
He goes, Do you think Men in Black was coming?
No.
That was like not in your brain at all.
Wasn't in my brain. I mean, the little conversation we had the other day too, like threw me off too. Like
that was intentional.
That was nicely planted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheers. Let's cheers to the Alien
Cheers,
Church. Oh, man, this is right up Mikey's alley, dude.
That's good.
Oh, this is so good.
That is good.
This is so good.
I'm pretty sure this is rated like very high on Untappd too, of like the IPAs in like the country. I'm pretty sure Alien Church is ranked pretty high.
Yeah, I think a lot of this, like Tired Hands in general, their stuff is up pretty high.
Which we're working on a connection with them.
We are.
I've been in contact with their marketing director, who I spoke to when I went to pick up some. What did I pick up? Heavy Seas new winter sampler, or whatever it's called. Talked to their marketing director, just trying to work out some things with them because they're huge.
Yeah,
like,
and they're really starting to expand as far as like their area and stuff. Like you could always get them in this area, but a lot of times it was like one or two of their things.
Yeah,
where now you can get everything they have more or less. Yeah, it was funny that you texted me that you had talked to him because I knew that this was the beer. I didn't have the beer yet. I was actually going to go get it pretty much after we got off the phone when you told me about that. So I made sure to like plant like, oh man, we haven't had any of that on the cast yet. But I really got to start reading that book. Maybe in February or March, I'll shoot for trying to get that book done so that,
You suppressed that thought.
I threw
you
that.
Men in Blacked me.
Set.
You Men in Blacked me.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I know.
I freaking did. You're right, I did.
Men in Blacked me.
So yeah, this beer is awesome, though. It's so good. It's the first I ever had it when I had the other 4-pack, and man, it did not disappoint.
You didn't have one of my other ones before?
I don't think so, no.
Because I had a 4-pack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a part of my brain that just always thought I was going to get that episode done. We'd have one that we could split left in the fridge. I don't know. Probably the one you drank was the one you saved for me.
Probably.
And you just figured he ain't ever going to drink it.
I've been going through the fridge trying to drink a bunch of old shit. Because I have some stuff in there it needs gone.
But I got that stuff that I got from vacation. We got to do an episode or just drink that one of these days.
And we have another Tired Hands one in there too.
Yeah.
The
hands. Yeah. I mean, it's tired.
I know.
Something with hands.
Something hands.
Yeah, I can't think of what it is. I think the hands on it with the Tired Hand name just throws me off a little bit.
I know, because I'm just like, what's the name of the beer?
We cheersed, right?
We could cheers again.
Let's cheers again.
Oh,
this is so good. Oh.
Ooh, 2 cheers.
So, yeah. Corey, with that,
let's
dive
let's go here
into the fucking Men in Black.
Oh.
All right, so before we get into this episode, I have a couple sources. The first source, one you're going to like. All That's Interesting. And it is All That's Interesting. I think there's an All That's Interesting and an All Things Interesting.
I don't know.
I think they're two separate ones.
Well, they're both friends of the cast.
You're fucking right. They're both friends of the cast. I got history.com, YouTube. I can't even keep track how many YouTube videos I watch because there's a lot of good stuff. And historicalmysteries.com. They were the main sources I used.
You check out Monstrum?
I didn't check out the Monstrum one. I would have made sure to source that one for sure. Yeah. So I wasn't really sure how to present the Men in Black because realistically, the Men in Black have been around documented for almost 100 years. Pretty much since the Roswell incident. There's been sightings, and people have claimed that the Men in Black have come to their house always after a lot of times seeing UFOs or after diving super deep into UFOs. So I decided I would go back to basically case 0, which is not Roswell.
There's one before it.
There was one before it that happened just weeks before the Roswell incident in June 21st, 1947. I wish I could remember what the name of it was, too. I'm like drawing a huge blank right now. I got to check it out.
My eyes are all fucking... It's like I'm underwater. You know when you're underwater? Like when you're in chlorine all day and your eyes get like...
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is right now. It's weird.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
You're probably sick.
I'm not sick.
So, Corey, I'm going to take you to the Maury Island incident in Washington State. Like Bill.
Bill Murray.
That's right. So the day began like any other, June 21st, 1947. The sky above Washington was clear as could be. Harold Dahl, a harbor patrolman, eased his patrol boat out across the calm waters near Maury Island, accompanied by his teenage son, 2 crew members, and their loyal dog.
Where did you say Maury Island was again?
It's in Washington State.
Okay.
It's in a place called Puget Sound. You know, like a sound is like a strait of water.
Mm-hmm.
Puget.
Puget. I think it's small.
Yeah. I think like hairy. Puby.
Stinky.
Yeah, stinky. Hopefully stinky.
Yeah.
I guess. Anyways, log salvaging was dull work, but it paid the bills. Nothing about this morning suggests history was about to pivot. But then the sound was silent. And it wasn't a peaceful silent. It was the kind of silent that makes your skin just prickle. Your hands, your hair stand up on your arms. No animals making noise. None of that. Just total and complete silence. And that's when Dahl noticed the shadows. Large circular blotches moving across the water, drifting in a slow formation overhead. And that's when his whole world changed. Hovering right above his boat were 6 enormous metallic discs, each one with a gaping hole in the center. Tell me that don't sound hot.
Well, it depends.
Well, maybe. I'm in. Like giant floating donuts made of brushed steel. They made no sound. There was no sound of engines. There was no sound of wind, propellers, nothing. Just an unnatural, heavy presence hanging low enough that Dahl said that he could see the portholes along the edges of the UFO. One of the discs suddenly began to stutter, wobbling like a wounded animal. The 5 moved in closer. It's almost like they were like animals in the sky. You know what I mean?
Like geese.
Yeah. So like one in the middle was kind of like it was injured, and these other ones, I don't know if they were going in to protect it or in to kind of shield it or what they were doing. But then without warning, the damaged craft burst open. A violent spray of molten metallic debris rained down from the craft's center, a mixture of hot slag and bright glowing fragments that tore through the boat like shrapnel from a bomb. Dahl ducked, covering his head. His son screamed. The dog barked once, then was struck and killed instantly by one of the pieces of shrapnel. Chunks of the metal smashed into the hull, sending splinters flying. The smell of burning wood and scorched metal filled the air. Dahl's son was hit in the arm by a piece of the white-hot debris, and he collapsed instantly. For several minutes, the sky burned, much like your eyes. And then, as suddenly as the chaos started, it ended. The craft kind of steadied, the formation drifted upwards, and then silently, like no sound at all coming from these things, it just slid across the sound, leaving behind only the sound of Dahl's breathing and the stench of disaster. Shaken and furious, Dahl reported the incident to his supervisor. You know, he's mad because his son was involved in this. His son's dog's dead, you know? Yeah. So he reported to his supervisor, Fred Chrisman, a man famous for calling bullshit on pretty much everything. But when Chrisman went out to Maury Island to see for himself, he found the shore littered with the strange metallic slag that Dahl described to him. Enough to fill buckets, and enough to convince him that something impossible may have actually happened here. But the real terror hadn't yet arrived. And before I get into that, Corey, would you chalk this up as a strange natural event, or does the molten metal falling from the sky push it firmly into something else is going on here category?
Doesn't seem like a natural event. I mean, if it was a natural event, I would have think like meteors or something, like a meteor shower or something hit there, and like sense. You know, the rocks and stuff. But like we're talking about like metal and shit.
Yeah, and the floating to just kind of hover. Yeah. I just always try and think of situations like this. All this happens, right? This crazy ass day. Your freaking dog's dead. Your son's got this huge cut in his arm. And at the end of the day, you just go home and you just go to bed. Yeah. And you just wake up the next day, and what do you do? It's weird to think about. So
they're probably... One thing I was going to say, too, is a lot of times I feel like in these situations, it's always like, government experiment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's always
that's
like
always
a theory.
like the go-to.
Wasn't it kind of sad in a way that our government has done enough things in the past that is just a logical explanation? That's a logical explanation for things.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So the next morning, Dahl sat in a diner, nursing burnt coffee, which I know you love, and replaying the night in his head. That's when a man walked through the door. A man that didn't belong there, Corey. No. Frankly, this man didn't belong anywhere. He was tall, skin pale to the point of almost sickly. Black suit, black tie.
Probably didn't have no beard, though, either.
No. And he had a black hat. I can get
See,
a fedora.
If you would have shaved your beard...
Yeah, something would have been up. What if I shaved my beard but I put it back on? So when I rip my sweatshirt off, I rip my beard off too. Like, ha!
Yeah,
I'm committed to this.
Yeah,
you probably would have actually thght the Men in Black were in your house at that point.
You're right.
There would have been. I've ripped all my hair off. I'm just completely bald.
Yeah.
I pull a fedora out of my shoe. It'd be crazy.
Holy shit!
It's like, oh my gosh, this guy's 1,000 times more committed to this cast than I am.
And then you're just like, I've been into Men in Black this entire time, bitch.
And I fucking just shoot you in the face with a laser. Because you know they have lasers. They got to have lasers.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the kind of outfit that would have stood out even in the 1940s. His clothes were wrinkleless, spotless, almost too perfect. He slid into the booth across from Dahl without asking. Mr. Dahl, he said with a voice that was flat and precise, like he was sounding out each word syllable by syllable. Let's take a drive. Did you ever watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Yeah.
That's what I always... Paging Mr. Herman at the very end. That's kind of what I'm channeling when I think Men in Black. Dahl later said that something in the man's eyes felt wrong. Not threatening, not angry. They were just totally empty and void of any kind of emotion. Like he was looking at Dahl the way a microscope looks at a slide. They drove in silence. The man never asked for Dahl's version of the story because he already knew it. He recited it back to him, detail by detail, including things Dahl swore he had told no one. He knew about the boat. He knew about the wreckage. He knew about the injury on Dahl's son. He even knew the injury to Dahl's dog, the death of the dog's name. He knew all of it. Then, with no change in tone, the man delivered this cryptic message. You have had a very horrible experience. You would be very foolish to talk about it. He didn't threaten Dahl outright, because honestly, he didn't have to. Everything about him, the stillness, the unnatural presence, the knowledge he shouldn't have, this all screamed danger. And then as a
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. That's all I could say at that fantasy draft we did. Because every time it'd be my pick, I wouldn't realize it for the first 24 seconds. It's like, oh no. And then as abruptly as he appeared, the man dropped Dahl off. Dahl stepped out of the black car, and he drove away, leaving Dahl standing there on the curb with the stomach-dropping realization that whatever he had just witnessed wasn't over. Within days, strange events followed. When the word of Maury Island and the debris that had landed on the beach reached beyond the sound, it didn't stay local. The strange slag that tore through Harold Dahl's boat and the whispers of the hovering disc caught the attention of the Army Air Force intelligence, specifically 2 officers stationed out of Hamilton Field in California. And with that, let's take a beer break.
Beer break.
All right, we're back from beer break. We're back with the 2 officers that were stationed in Hamilton Field. We're talking Captain William L. Davidson. Oh, man. You're not a big Office fan, are you?
No.
There's like the one William M. Buttlicker. That's all I want to. When I see William L., it feels like it should finish with Buttlicker. So Captain William L. Davidson and First Lieutenant Frank M. Brown. And these two, they weren't rookies. They were experienced intelligence officers who investigated UFO reports in the immediate post-Roswell chaos. Because these incidents were only weeks apart. So, of course, Roswell drew a lot more of the glam and the fit. It was just much bigger at that time. So the Army, all that immediately went to Roswell. But not soon after that is kind of when all the whispers of this other UFO sighting in Washington took place. These dudes flew right up there. Davidson and Brown arrived in Tacoma quietly, but not quietly enough for later witnesses to ignore. They met with Fred Chrisman. Remember the guy said that was like no BS?
Yeah.
He handed over multiple boxes and crates of metallic fragments allegedly collected from Maury Island. Dahl himself, terrified after the Men in Black encounter, he kept his distance. Chrisman told them the debris was unlike anything he had ever seen. Metallic, yet brittle. Heavy but strangely inconsistent. Some pieces fused as if melted by intense heat. The officers examined the fragments carefully. And the biggest thing with these guys is they didn't mock the men. They didn't roll their eyes. They treated everything they learned while they were here as legitimate. And that's important. Because if the Army Air Force believes even a fraction of what they are seeing, something serious has to be going on there.
I think so.
So after hours of interviews and evidence collection, Davidson and Brown prepared to fly back to California in the B-25 bomber, carrying the Maury Island debris in cargo bags stored on board.
That's all they had on there? They just had this big...
Well, like their stuff, but it was, for the most part, it was like all evidence that they gathered from this UFO case. There's just essentially, I think, these two and two pilots. Just shit from like whatever.
Nice.
Witnesses later reported that the two officers looked tense before boarding, not dismissive, not laughing off the case, but deeply focused. Shortly after takeoff from McCord Field, the plane caught fire. The B-25 went down just south of Kelso, Washington. Davidson and Brown were killed upon impact.
Damn.
The other two crew members were able to parachute out, but the wreckage burned intensely. And here's the part that keeps the Maury Island case alive decades later. All the Maury Island debris the officers are carrying was completely destroyed in the crash. No samples survived. No tests could be performed. No physical evidence remained. Every single scrap of the mystery metal gone just like that. Almost like someone wanted it gone.
So there was no... They collected everything? Like
they
every
collected
piece?
Every piece they could find. Everything they could. And one of the biggest things was with the B-25 bomber, these things were overly reliable. Like, nothing ever happened to these.
Yeah. Hopefully it fixes my eyes.
Trying to help. I'm a helper.
Yeah.
Because the first encounter with the Men in Black wasn't clean or tidy. It started with a fire, and it continued with silence. And it ended with the birth of one of the strangest, most intimidating legends in UFO history. The Maury Island case wasn't just a UFO sighting, Corey. It was the beginning of the black suits. The very first recorded moment where someone saw something impossible. And someone or something darker showed up to bury it. The fucking Men in Black.
But maybe you'll get to it, but why did they not show up sooner for anything else? Why was it boom? You know what I mean? Because
it seemed like after we'll kind of get into a lot of the theories with the Men in Black and stuff like that, and they could have showed up sooner. This is the first documented case that we have that they showed up. And this primarily is some of the first major UFO encounters are around.
And that's another thing why I don't understand either. Is like, how come we didn't have any other UFO encounters prior to this? You know what I mean? Like, why was it just boom all of a sudden? It's like,
No, it could be the
now
same.
they're happening.
Maybe that's when they were finally able to get here. I don't know.
That's just something I think about. You know, I know like we talked about before, like the space race and stuff, and how that could have like caused more of this stuff to happen. But I don't know.
And we're even talking like
we're talking before that,
20 years before the space race, even. There's a lot of other things when they get into the UFO encounters where we're not even just talking about these extraterrestrials and stuff coming from space to us. We're talking about entire tears in our dimension that allow them to enter in. And like I said, we'll get into a little bit of that. A lot of this stuff is just fucking crazy.
Well, let's go there.
I think this question, I'll ask you this because I think it does kind of go with what you said. If the Men in Black showed up after the very first UFO encounter, were they already watching long before Harold ever saw what he saw in the sky? And if so, how did they know at that point that that's when it was going to happen, to know all the details, to be able to get all the details of what happened on that boat?
My thought is they just have more advanced technology of the time, and they were just able to see everything that was going on.
You're talking Men in Black?
Well, I'm talking about the Men in Black.
Okay.
Like they're able to, I don't know. They just have this high updated, sophisticated technology for the time where, you know, if they just have like the whole Earth, say, surveillanced, and they have like a little blip that pops up on their map, they can just focus in on there and kind of see high definition what's going on right there.
Would you consider them good or bad?
I don't know. See, that's
because it's one of the things. If they're coming to you, and they could be easily telling you like, hey, Harold, you can't go around telling people about this because people aren't ready for this mentally. You know what I mean? The world is not ready for aliens, extraterrestrials, interdimensional travel, all that kind of stuff. You guys aren't ready for it. But or
are they alien beings themselves, and they're out there trying to keep people quiet so that the alien beings don't get caught and can do whatever it is they're trying to do?
Yeah, in which that case, and I think it adds a little bit more to it, the fact, that's why I really wanted to tell the story about how the Army officers died. These were higher ranking Army officers, you know what I mean? A captain and a first lieutenant were killed. So if these Men in Black do work for the government, are they working for the government in secret? Or like, is this their own department that they're working in?
Yeah.
Or are they alien that have nothing to even do with our government?
I know. It's
weird. There's so many questions. That's why I'm so excited. I am going to continue to do these stories on the Men in Black until one of them stop me in my car or show up at my front door.
Or walk in that door over there during the middle of
that door right there
of an episode.
And we're going to interview them then.
Hell yeah.
Even though this stuff will probably all get fried when they walk in. Yeah. Mics will be done. They'll know what we're spending our money on.
And your chair will be done, too.
My chair is done. Period. It's already done, Corey. This chair is not working.
You know what it reminds me of? I was just thinking about this. You know, at the playgrounds, those little, like, the little animals you get on with the spring?
It's kind of
like what your chair is now.
Yeah, it's not good. I'm so mad about my chair. So, Corey, let's get into a description of the Men in Black. Because the Men in Black aren't like some slick, wisecracking agents that Hollywood turned them into. In real UFO lore, there's something else entirely. Something much stranger, much quieter, and much more unnerving. Witnesses describe them as, 1, human, but not quite. Their skin is often described as pale, waxy, or too smooth, like it's stretched just a little too tight. Some say their movements are really stiff and mechanical, as if they're mimicking being a human rather than just being a human.
Can I just pause real quick on that? So I was just kind of thinking, too, like I know we just talked about what... You burp and blow it at me?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't smell it. I heard it. I seen it. I was thinking, like, what if the Men in Black are like a species of, I don't even know if I can say human, alien, whatever, that our government created and like brought them up to be like the way they are and try to act like humans, but they're really not because they were made in a lab.
Yeah, so they just like almost like studied
like their government experiments.
Yeah, they just studied and that government experience is a theory with these
like
things.
The Men in Black. Yeah. That's
Yep.
Go ahead.
They're always overdressed, almost out of place. Black suit, black tie, black hat. No matter the decade, no matter the setting, they took this time. They look like time travelers who only had one outfit to choose from and hasn't changed since the 1940s. And witnesses say the clothes look brand new, wrinkleless, like they were taken out of the box 10 minutes before they appeared. And there's theories as to why this is. See, if I show up here with a black suit, a white shirt, black tie, black hat, I could be from the 40s or I could be from right now. People are still wearing those clothes. Yeah. Essentially. I mean, you know if they're a little bit older or not, but still, for the most part, if you see somebody in white shirt, black tie, black coat, they could fit into any decade.
Yeah,
if we're talking time travelers. Emotionless voices. Their speech is flat, monotone, and oddly rhythmic, like someone who studied language but never learned emotion. Did you ever oh boy, like some of the shapeshifters and stuff like that, some of the mimics, Native American lore, like wouldn't actually speak words, but they would speak what words sounded like. Like they would listen to our conversation and how my voice goes up and down and the syllables and stuff like that. So they would just mimic it. So it would sound like two people talking back and forth. That's what I think when it's like they studied how we speak. In a way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
People who meet the Men in Black always mention the same thing. Their voices. Their speech sounds almost human, but just off. Too formal, too stiff, like they memorized English from an outdated instruction manual. They talk in phrases no one uses anymore, and they pause at all the wrong moments, like they're buffering. Some witnesses say it feels less like a conversation and more like their minds are being translated in real time. Thoughts blur, memories warp, and the words don't always feel like sound. They feel like an interference, as if the Men in Black aren't speaking to you, but speaking through you. Others think this strange speech comes from being out of place in time. The way they talk is both old-fashioned and oddly precise, the kind of language you'd expect from someone familiar with English, but not from this era. And I am big on the Men in Black are some sort of time travelers. Mm. Then there's the theory that they're government agents trained to strip their voices of all emotion and even thought forms, manifestations.
It's a big word.
Shaped by their own experiences of what a cosmic messenger should sound like. If that's true, their voices are basically low-resolution versions of human speech, which is kind of what you talked about. Did you talk about that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'll take credit.
Put it all together and you get this. The Men in Black talk strangely because they're not actually communicating like we do. Their voices are a patchwork, part imitation, part psychic noise, part temporary glitch, and they're trying to blend in, and they can't quite pull it off.
You know what I think of?
What?
Spy Kids, the first Spy Kids movie.
Thumb people.
Not the thumb people.
The thumb people talking.
I'm not talking about
the thumbs talking.
I'm talking about all the little kids that are. Well, yeah, I guess the speech wise, but all the kids that are like clones, robots, whatever, of like the actual like real kids.
They can't clone they can't figure the voices out.
Yeah. Yeah, so like that's what I think of.
Beer break. Yeah, that's a good comparison. I'm just glad you went away from the Goosebumps comparison.
Yeah. Well, I could throw one in there.
This is like when that guy was growing stuff in his basement. One of his plants took over his body.
Yeah, we're on chapter 13 of that. We were reading it
Son
tonight.
of a bitch.
Yeah, stay out of the basement.
Stay out of the basement.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so not to go on a long tangent here, just a short tangent. Me and the boys have been playing this Goosebumps video game, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. You get to go. It's like I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. It's fun.
All right. So we'll go on to part 4.
We beat it. We beat it over the weekend.
Creepy knowledge. It's one of the defining traits. Who's the final boss?
Slappy.
Of course he is.
Goosebumps 2, the movie. I don't know if you saw the second movie.
No.
There's like big like Tesla tower and like electricity and stuff, and like Slappy's at the top of it. And in the video game, he summons all the other monsters. So like there's the clown, the werewolf, the witches, and a bunch of other things.
What's the clown from?
It's a book.
That was not the answer. I was asking what book he's from because I really don't remember the clown, but I remember having like a gazillion of those books.
See, if I go get my 6-year, I should wake my 6-year up and ask him. He
right.
knows.
Nah, we'll never get this episode done then.
Yeah, I'll think of it.
Creepy knowledge. His
name is Murder the Clown.
Murder. As Dwight in The Office says, you know why they call him murder? They use R's because R's are more intimidating. That's why it's not called Muck Duck. This is one of the defining traits to creepy knowledge. The men in black know things that they shouldn't. They know names, they know family information, they know private conversations, what a witness saw, even the things that the witness thought but never actually said out loud. And they don't ask questions. They repeat details back to you to prove that you already know it. That's what I find fascinating. They never ask questions.
It's like they can't conversate. It's just they're just.
But they don't want to either.
Yeah.
They want to come to you and tell you that they know everything about you, and then they want to leave because they know that's intimidation enough.
Which
it
is.
It is.
Yeah.
If somebody just knocks on your door and starts telling you everything you had for dinner 4 days ago,
Yeah.
it's gonna freak you out a little bit.
I know your wiener is 2 inches long.
Shut
hard.
up! People don't need to know that.
Yeah.
It depends on what kind of ruler you're using.
I know you are uncircumcised.
Shut up! I fold it back. It's It's a anteater.
Armadillo.
An armadillo. Yeah, I don't know.
They should throw some of those in it though, because that'd really make you like
Throw an armadillo in?
no, like stuff like that. No,
Dude, if they just open, like, what if you opened their door and they just stood there and they're just looking at you and they just chucked an armadillo in your house and just turned and got in their black Cadillacs and they just left? It's like, armadillos aren't even up north. What the hell? Dude, I remember armadillos are blind as shit.
Are they?
Yeah, I went chasing after one and he just kept running between my legs. It was so cool. But they also carry, is it scabies?
I was thinking grenades.
No, they don't have grenades. What's the disease where you get like
scabies?
Scabies. It's
Yeah.
not scabies. It's the one that's like cured.
Well, you can get scabies and get cured.
No. I'm saying it's like an incurable one, but it's like been banished from the shit.
AIDS.
It's not AIDS, Corey. Damn it! I can't. Hey, people out there, because I know people listen. You talk to us on TikTok. You email us. We appreciate all those things. It ain't scabies, but what is it? What's that skin-eating virus they get? Corey don't know. I see him. He's concentrating hard.
The gears are turning.
All he's thinking about is I fucking beat that clown and that fucking werewolf from Slappy. That some bitch. That wasn't even that hard.
Well, can I tell you that my 4-year-old was able to figure out this puzzle that I spent days on? He figured it out real quick.
I believe that.
Yeah. There's just one part of a game where you have these big laser things, and you have to get the laser going like all around the room to these other lasers, and you have to like turn on the energy of this one like part of the room. So you have to keep going and like rotating them and stuff until you have them lined up perfectly.
This is not a Goosebumps podcast.
I know, but I'm just telling you because you're here listening. And if the people want to listen to, they can.
Hit that forward 15 seconds, forward 15 seconds, forward 15 seconds, forward 15 seconds.
Yeah, but my 4-year-old figured it out quicker than I did.
Dude, my middle guy he's a puzzling machine.
But on the flip side, he used his tablet. He was watching a YouTube video of the game, of a walkthrough, and was able to mimic it, though, which is still impressive because...
And in my middle one's defense, he shit his pants because he was playing with Legos. So we'll just keep it at that. So ain't that smart, are you? So it seems like the sole purpose of the Men in Black is intimidation. They show up after a UFO sighting. They warn you not to talk. They hint that you're being watched. Sometimes they threaten, but they threaten very gently. Sometimes they threaten directly. And I always think it's just great in the way, like, I would just look at you and be like, it would be really stupid for you to keep this podcast going. Because if you did, you could die. And then they just turn and walk away.
It's a threat, but it's like a twisted threat.
But yeah, they don't want. They're not going to ask you any question, or they don't want to conversate about the threat.
It's like you walk away from there and you're like, "Shit! Like, was that a threat? Was I just threatened?"
But then the more you think on it, you're like, "Fuck yeah, I was threatened, and I don't like it."
Yeah.
Like I don't want to mess with these guys either.
Yeah.
And then they disappear. No badge, no agency, and no way to trace who they were.
Yeah, has anyone ever out there, if you guys have ever had an encounter with these Men in Blacks, have you ever asked for, like, their badge number?
I will when they knock on my door. Because this podcast will not stop coming out with quarterly episodes, 6 months to a year episodes on the Men in Black until they knock on my car window or my house door.
Well, it's been like a year and a half.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get back on it.
Okay.
But
we'll see you again in a year and a half.
I have the suit coat now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to now.
Yeah, it smells like an old guy died in this thing, dude.
Well,
but he was freaking good looking.
He could have been a Men in Blacks.
Men in Blacks. Quit throwing the S on blacks. They're just the Men in Black. They're men. The men makes it plural, not the blacks.
Yeah. I don't know why I started that.
Yeah, you did it like...
I did. I'm confusing you.
Son of a bitch. I do not need to get confused.
I'm threatening you with that.
Oh.
You'll pick it up later when you drive home.
Yeah, well, that's not... Freaking blacks. Damn it. They don't always seem healthy. Reports often mention odd breathing, coughing fits, sweating in cold weather, bizarre dietary habits, like drinking Jell-O and not knowing how to use utensils. Those are just like some of the things. Almost as if they're humans in disguise. And at that time, their human in disguise function isn't quite working right. And they're not always government. They're not always alien. They're not always robotic. Which leads into theories. So, Corey, let's take a second to hear your theory. Because I have one that you might as well just take your socks off, right? Take your shoes off and take your socks off right now because they're going to get blown off.
Dude, my feet are cold.
They're good. Well, your socks are getting blown off one way or the other.
Hopefully it's warm air.
Yeah, it's going to be freaking cold air. Arctic blast. From this freaking theory I'm going to throw at you in a little bit.
So my theory, I already kind of talked about all my thoughts on this, but if I had to pick...
Goosebumps game.
Damn it. No.
Lasers.
I really like the theory of them being created, like a government experiment, like them being created by the government and just brought up, raised, taught, whatever you want to say.
Grown.
Like
a carrot.
Yeah.
Plucked from the ground.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they were just created in a lab, programmed. They tried to teach them how to be like humans. They did the best they could with them. They got them up to snuff, up to par, and put them out there to fucking track these aliens, son of bitches.
That's it.
That's the one that's gonna be the one I go with right now. But you might say something that's gonna blow my socks off. I mean,
Yeah, your freaking socks are gonna end up in the laundry room over there.
Good, because they're gonna need washed.
Right in Dale's litter box.
Well,
so after Harold Dahl's terrifying encounter on Maury Island, listeners and researchers alike have spent decades asking the same question: who are these sons of bitches? Some say they're government agents operating off the books, part of the secret intelligence apparatus that no one outside of just a few very tiny and high clearance offices know about. They appear at just the right moment, knowing details of Dahl's life that he had shared, warning him to stay silent after the army got involved. If that's true, these were agents with powers no normal officer could claim. Authority that bypassed law, morality, and accountability. They weren't there to investigate. They were there to control. Others argue that the Men in Black weren't exactly human at all, but specialized damage control team tasked with containing events that the public or even the military weren't ready to see. Think of it as a cleanup operation, a warning to Dahl, then the tragic crash of Davidson and Brown, and suddenly the evidence vanished along with the truth. Witnesses rarely speak afterwards, and when they do, they often retract their statements, as Dahl did, terrified that speaking might bring consequences that are even worse than silence. In this story, the Men in Black weren't monsters, aliens, or pranksters. They were enforcers, ensuring no one could reveal what had been witnessed. And then there's the theory that sends chills down the spine of anyone who hears it. The Men in Black weren't human at all. They were something else. Aliens, interdimensional visitors, or entities that simply wore a human form, like a borrowed suit. This theory is whispered in UFO circles. One that goes beyond aliens, beyond government agents, beyond anything our world has a name for. It suggests the Men in Black are not beings from another planet, but visitors from a whole nother dimension entirely. Are you ready, Corey? Are you ready?
are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
In this version, the Men in Black aren't here to hide UFO sightings. They're here because these sightings tear tiny rips in the fabric that separate our world from theirs. Think of a reality as a thin sheet of glass, smooth, solid, unbroken, and every so often, something on our side, a UFO encounter, a burst of energy, a moment where physics hiccup, creates a fracture, a crack. Through that crack, something from the other side notices us. The Men in Black, according to this theory, step through these fractures like shadows crossing an open doorway. They appear confused by everyday human behavior, not because they're pretending, but because they're never meant to actually interact with us in the first place. Their movements feel off. Their faces seem sculpted. Their voices sound flat, as if mimicking sound rather than producing it. They're not wearing clothes. They're wearing the idea of clothes, the concept of a human suit, a projection meant to bend in, but rendered just slightly wrong. Witnesses often describe the Men in Black as if they're not fully anchored to our world. Their skin seems smooth, their eyes too dark, their energy too cold, lights flicker when they enter a room, dogs whine, time feels distorted, interviews lasting an hour feel like minutes or vice versa. Some accounts say they don't walk away, they simply aren't there anymore, like a light being switched off. In an interdimensional theory, their purpose is simple. They are gatekeepers, not of our world, but of their own world. When humans accidentally witness something that breaks the boundary between dimensions, a craft that isn't from space, but from a parallel reality, the Men in Black appear to repair the damage, to silence the witnesses, to nudge reality back into alignment. They're not here to threaten. They're not here to punish. They're here to maintain the separation between worlds that were never meant to meet. Harold Dahl's case becomes something far stranger through this lens. The metal debris, the unnatural silence, the sickly pale men reciting details he shouldn't have known, all symptoms of a dimensional breach. The crash of the Army officer's plane, according to believers, wasn't an accident, but it was the universe correcting itself, removing evidence from our world that we were never actually meant to have. The most chilling part of the theory, the men in black aren't aliens. They aren't human. They aren't even physical in any way that you or I could even understand.
They're like energy.
They are custodians of the boundary, the watchers between worlds, appearing only when someone like Harold Dahl sees too much, hears too much, or gets too close to the truth that was never meant for our dimension. The men in black guard us and guard their dimension. It's a whole different dimension from what our brains can actually understand.
Yeah, my brain's like
fucking fried like an egg right now.
not even fried. Like I hit a roadblock. Like I'm stuck.
All right, let's hear it. Then it should be stuck. That's the whole point.
There's nothing to hear. It's
That's the whole
fucking
point.
stuck.
It should be stuck.
It's
This is a dimension that our brain should understand. This is a life that our brain should understand. But when we do catch a little bit of grasp of it, and we do catch a little bit of understanding of it, the men in black are there to steer us away because we're not actually meant to see that.
So where's their home base?
Their other dimension?
What do you think that is?
Probably, I'm going to say outside Cleveland. It's not going to be somewhere that
You're
It's
right.
not going to be somewhere nice like you think. It's not going to be like
Palm Beach.
Yeah, no. It's going to be like Jersey Shore in the summer with freaking meathead Guidos everywhere.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's a lot to comprehend.
And this is why I freaking love the Men in Black.
They're so like mysterious. They're
so mysterious and they're so beyond our actual understanding. I could go on and on about the interdimensional theories, and I kind of talked about the way they talk. I've heard other theories with the way they talk. They kind of mimic a way of speaking. Because you know how when you watch old movies from like the 1950s or 1960s, people sound different. Obviously in like when we were, or we'll just even go right now. When we were in school, there wasn't any dweebs walking around going 6'7", 6'7". You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's like the freaking Men in Black would be 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". Yeah. And when you go to the future, people are going to speak different in the future than what we speak. So picture this 200-year gap, 150 years from now, and go, I don't know, back to the 1940s, right?
Yep.
So you have this huge thing. They're trying to speak in a way that they can be like
covers
heard
it all.
and understood through every single. That's why they sound weird.
Yeah.
In the 1940s, but maybe to us, if we ran into them today, they would sound more normal. I don't know. There's so much that go into the Men in Black. God, do I fucking love the Men in Black.
See, I wish you would read that fucking book.
I don't know how to read though, unless it's from my laptop and everything I write.
You could get the electronic.
Yeah, no
copy
way.
of
I
that
can't
book.
afford that. Are you out of your mind? My computer will blow.
Yeah, you're right.
I saved 38 episodes of the cast. I saved onto our drive off my computer. So my computer's feeling like it's not near as hot as what it's been running.
Hey, before you leave, I got a sticker for you, too.
A sticker.
From
That's what I'm
Tired
talking about.
Hands.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But before we go to the folklore score, I want to leave you with this, Corey.
We're folklore scoring these motherfuckers.
You're fucking right, we're folklore scoring. And you know what we're going to do? Because I feel like the Men in Black deserve it. We're going to folklore score every episode I do with the Men in Black.
Hey, hell yeah, Knuckles.
Because if they're not on the board this time, I am going to get them on the board in the next couple years.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah. By the time we're big.
I thought you were going to say by the time we're super old. Because we're old already.
Oh, big.
Okay.
You got more grays than me in your beard, but I got probably
but
more.
you got more grays
in your hair. I know.
Yes.
I was going to
You
say
have a
that.
lot less hair, too.
Hey, I don't got any grays.
Wow. You don't got much hair.
I cut it all off.
Yikes.
It got rid of all them grays.
Looks like a penis with a beard.
Yeah.
So, let me.
You look like a beard with a penis. I don't know. Just keep going. I just tried to reverse it.
You can't Uno reverse that one. So I'm going to go back into my Twilight Zone outro because I really like doing a good Twilight Zone outro.
All right.
Let's see.
All right, let's see.
Let's see if I can do here. Whether they were human or something far stranger, the men in black left their mark on Maury Island. A warning written in silence, in fear, and in the wreckage of a plane that never should have fallen. Harold Dahl returned to his life, but the question remains, unanswered and unspoken. Who or what was watching him? Who was watching us? And somewhere just beyond the edge of sight, the men in black may still be waiting, watching, and keeping secrets that we were never meant to know. In a world that, like the shadows of Maury Island, is not always what it seems. Let's fucking folklore score these motherfuckers.
Let's fucking go. Let's go.
Do you have anything?
No, I mean, I'm fascinated with these broads.
Dude, they're fucking nuts.
Is there girl men in blacks?
No.
Blacks.
Yeah, always. Men makes them plural. There's multiple of them.
These man in blacks?
These man in blacks. No. That's woman in spandex.
Well.
Could be.
Yeah, okay. I know we talked about this previously. So, you think the men in black banged the women in our earth and created the black-eyed kids?
No.
No.
No, I do not.
I remember there was some crossover between Men in Black and Black Eyed Kids.
I think the Men in Black are asexual. I will say that could potentially the Black Eyed Kids be interdimensional beings that snuck into our world that were never meant to be in our world.
Yeah,
that could be.
Yeah, because there's a lot of similarities between the two.
There is, there is, but that's why I think that I think it would suggest more that the Black Eyed Kids would be more of an interdimensional being than it would be offspring of the Men in Black. I think the Men in Black are asexual.
What I just thought of? Men in Black. Black-eyed kids.
Folklore score. I got nothing for that. I got nothing.
They both have black in it.
That's cool, I guess.
Folklore score.
Fucking froze me on that one.
I know.
Fucking froze me on that shit.
All right, we're back with the folklore score. And we're taking a peek at our board right now as we're doing our scores. And I don't know what Mike has yet. No, my score is. And
dude, fucking Hookman better be scared.
Hookman is hanging on by a thread.
Yikes, dude. Freaking, I didn't think the Men in Black would hit it, but I went through our checklist, which I'll go through our checklist right here. The Men in Black kind of hit hard in a lot of these categories. So 1, we have spookiness. 2, we have historical cultural significance. 3, we have believability. 4, uniqueness, and 5, threat level. I give my score on a score of 1 to 10. Corey gives his score. We take our scores.
We smush them.
We fuse them.
Yeah, but I can't say that.
You can't say fuse?
The last episode, I said, something else. I couldn't say fuse them. I think I said fuse them or something. Or I don't know.
All right, we smushed them together. We're back to where we originally started. And we combine our scores. We smush them together to go on our folklore scoreboard. Hookman is at number 10 currently at a 65, which means a 33 average will bump Hookman. Corey, I got a 38.
Out of 31.
Ooh, dude, this is gonna be. Fucking Hookman's fucking out of here.
Is that a 69?
With Bloody Mary for a 69?
Men in Black and
Freaking
Bloody
Men in
Mary?
Black and Bloody Mary.
I
are
knew it. I
69?
knew it. They were new.
Dude, won the folklore scoreboard. Damn. If you guys might not care about this, Corey and I care a lot about our folklore scoreboard.
Yeah.
I can't speak for Corey.
Yeah.
I care a lot.
I care about it.
I care a lot about what's on our folklore scoreboard. Damn, dude.
It's time for Hookman to go, I guess.
Hookman's going, which will put Dybbuk box on the chopping block. So, Corey, let's go through our scores here for a little bit. For spookiness, I gave it a 7.
I gave it a 6.
So we're right on the same page.
Yeah.
Historical, cultural significance, I gave it a 10.
I gave it a 5.
Damn.
Just because I was like in the middle because I felt with the Men in Black, it only goes back, right from now it's only how many years, whereas
I see what
you know
you're
what I mean?
saying,
Whereas
yeah.
we had so many more years that these some bitches could have showed up, but they didn't.
That's true.
That's how I looked at it.
Yeah, and I just kind of hit it with through. I mean, since the 40s up through, there are so many sightings of it. But yeah, I get that aspect of it. Believability, I gave it a 7.
I gave it a 7.
Bam.
Hell yeah.
Uniqueness, 10.
10. I think that's my first 10.
Dude, I gave 2 10s. I don't think I've given
Yeah.
a 10 yet,
Yeah.
and I gave 2 to freaking Men
Yeah.
in Black. These freaking Alien Church are hitting good. Threat level, I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 3.
So-
The way you were coming in, I thought you were going to give it something higher. You're like,
I gave it a third 10.
I gave it a 4.
Yeah. I honestly thought, because I'm reading my sheet here,
Yeah.
and then I look to my left, it's like, oh. It's like, oh, man, only a 4. But yeah, so that's a 69. Putting it on the board, and it doesn't even put it into the chopping block.
No, it's good for a while, yeah.
It's good for a while, yeah. We're going to have to figure out how we're going to do it. We might have to put,
We've had a couple ties before.
yeah, but we never had a tie on the chopping block. So if Dybbuk box would get bumped, and Bloody Mary and Men in Black would be on the chopping block, we might have to do an episode putting those two against each other to see who's going to
Yeah.
come out.
Yeah, we might have to get freaky.
Yikes.
They might have to 69 in an episode,
Yikes.
and the loser gone.
Freaking Men's in Black. But hey, freaking 69. Men in Black. I dressed up in my best suit. Dude, this suit has shoulder pads.
I see them.
They're freaking awesome, aren't they?
Yeah,
It does make me look more Men in Black here.
it does. It probably helps your shoulder, too.
It does. Shoulders is one of my best qualities, though.
Oh.
Besides actual strength, just appearance-wise, I have good shoulders.
Yeah, kind of like Ichabod Crane.
Ichabod Crane does not have good shoulders.
That's how I picture, like...
Ichabod Crane's a little skinny son of a bitch. You talking about the dude from Sleepy Hollow?
Yeah.
Gosh almighty. So with that, I'm Crack Daddy Mike. Oh. Whoa.
Well, tonight...
Whoa.
Whoa.
First off, if you liked what you heard here today, guys, please stop and give us a 5-star review. And if you do give us a 5-star review, email us that 5-star review or even message us on Instagram, TikTok, any of those. We'll send you a couple Kraken Can stickers so you can rep us wherever you go.
And you can stick them outside in the environment. Stick them on telephone poles. Stick them on business windows.
Stick them right up your ass.
Yeah, homeless Bob's ass. Anywhere that's going to get us publicity.
Publicity.
We want you to stick them there.
Yeah, stick it. Yeah. But don't do anything illegal. Don't listen to Corey. But yeah.
Yeah, stick them there.
Just do it.
Just
do
do
it.
it.
It'll be freaking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to say something else too.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know we haven't said this in a while, but if you guys have, we're not very good at like saying this or asking this, but if you guys have any good listener stories regarding the paranormal or just anything at all that is weird as shit, creepy, like send them to us, and we will go ahead and talk about them on the cast.
Yeah, well.
Or you can send them to Cryptid and Cold One's numbers. Their number.
Check out our Facebook for that.
Yeah, we just
It's
shared
there.
that
It's there.
a week ago.
Yeah. It's go back a week.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, go ahead and share it to that number and say this is for the Kraken Cans
The
Cast.
Kraken Cans guys need to know this. And just go ahead.
And if you need to, if you guys run out of time, call again and we'll splice them together.
Yep, that's it. We sure will. We sure will.
And with that, I am the BK Corey. That is BK, capital B, lowercase K, Corey with an E. Sitting over here with, this isn't BK Mike today. This is...
I'm never BK, first off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the MIB Mike today.
Yeah.
And I'm not dumb. Corey.
You're Men in Black, the way you talk is dumb, but the way
I talk is dumb.
The way you think is smart.
Yeah, and the way I fucking threaten your dumb ass and freaking make you shit your pants will be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
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 So I'm the Men in Black Mike, and I am O-U-T.
Mike ain't gonna threaten me. He's dumb.
Corey is stupid.
Mike
Stupid.
dumb.
Stupid.
D-U-M-B.
Stupid.
M-I-B.
Stupid.
D-U-M-B.
Stupid. Stupid.